All right, so this is a double take. I had a game crash again just after I started recording it. Actually, about 10 minutes in, but I did go mining. It is now the sun's going down, so I ran basically until I had that battery done. I was very parched, and yeah, it was definitely a time to come back. But I did get quite a few resources here, so that was what I wanted. I've got a full charge on that battery here. I'm going to do 5 because gold takes forever and it's quite expensive. It costs, for each one you do, it costs 2,000 units of power, which I'm not sure exactly how those are measured. But you know, it takes a chunk of power. So anyway, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a couple stacks of iron. I should still have some copper down here. Yeah, I've got 2 stacks of copper. So having that gold there, I'm going to be able to go ahead and make the, well, once I get the iron, I'm going to make an atmospherics unit. And then I'm going to make a pipe utility, and I'm going to make let's see, oxygen filters. I'm going to 2 passive vents, and then I'm going to set up a filling station for my O2 back there. I am going to set up the recycling pretty soon here too. Wow, airball. Okay, so my tiny little stationary man will never be a basketball star. I know it's not necessary right now, but after I get some more of this gold smelted, I might go ahead and set this all up for when I do have my batteries, and just have that pre-wired with a piece of light cable to bridge the input and the output to here. Because basically I'm going to have this turn in here, come down there, and then it's going to feed the battery on the back side there. This one's going to have cables coming from the front side of the battery plugging into there, and that'll feed the rest of everything. I might go ahead and do that just so I have it ready. I don't have to end up waiting on, you know, cables for when I do get that furnace going. It'll be soon. I don't know if I'll be able to get it in this episode, but I'm gonna try. I want to get that race down, and you know, depending on how this one goes, I might just do a double recording and just split it up, or yeah, I might just, oh wait, I already had to.
Low pressure.
Oh crap, that's
Oxygen
bad.
critical.
Why is it automatically putting in there? Woo, that was close. Actually, I might as well do an extra 2 carbon filters here. I've got the iron to spare. Actually, I don't. I'm going to do one of them right now. I'm going to eject that. I'm going to get this going with my recycler. And then I'm going to look over here. I'm going to see a whole nother freaking bar of iron, which actually I don't want in there right now, because I'm not going to worry about that other filter there. Now that I've got the iron in there, I guess I will go ahead and do that gold. I'm going to swap out the batteries before before I actually go into the room there, though. Okay, that's all full up. That's sitting at 34%. Sun's coming up in a few minutes, maybe. But spoiler in my recording that failed to happen with the game crash there. I did have a little bit of drama go on. If you notice, I need a drink and need a shower. When I went in there to do that stuff, I hadn't swapped out that battery, and I did run out of power, and I couldn't vacuum it out. So I had to wait. So it's kind of a good thing that this went ahead and forced us to do another take here. I'm gonna put this up against the wall this time. I don't think that's going to cause any problems. I don't think it's too close to... Ooh, I don't like how that sits, though.
Hydration critical.
Okay. Sun's coming up to it. Yeah, we'll be good. I still haven't done that dang water bottle filter. I mean, I've still got plenty of water bottles. It's not a concern. I just kind of don't want to keep on chucking these extra bottles out. I definitely don't need them, so it's not a big deal. It's just... I forgot my passive vents. That'll just go right there. That was an AC unit I put down. That's a filtration device. I'm going to connect the data because I'll use this and put a chip in here a bit later on. Looking good. I just need a passive vent there. It doesn't, it's not real efficient because it doesn't, pressurize the input to get everything filtered real quick, but you don't need it for this. I'm going to have a second oxygen tank here, and it's just going to, use the air pressure in the room to just go ahead and filter slowly. It doesn't use much power, and it's going to go into, it'll be programmed so it goes into idle mode when it's ready and stuff like that. Okay, now that's all set up here. I need to put this back here for that light, and I can go ahead and take this stuff out there. Those other eggs should be ready soon. Let's head back out here, get those two vents, and I'll probably just go ahead and throw those vents through this door here so they're ready to go next time I'm in there. Oh, not so far. And then I can keep that in my pocket. Okay, it's almost to the good part of the power. Just thinking, dang, that's a... Save that little bit of juice there. I guess I could put a pipe meter right there. That would be useful. There's that burnt gold. I'm gonna print out a couple more. Well, let's see. I want 4 more solar panel basics. And what could I do? Does that use? Yeah, that uses my. I'll go ahead and print out this just so I don't have to watch it when it gets to that. So because I don't want the 5th solar panel. I need this out here anyway eventually. Actually, you know what? I might as well go ahead and do the sensor too. Just as long as I leave myself with 40 iron in there. That's the limiting factor. And I can make one, I can move that active vent to out here, and I can go ahead and program that up. So we'll go ahead and do the chip for that, and then yeah. Okay. That was a little tangent I wasn't planning on doing right now, but that's fine. This way that'll do 4 and it'll stop itself. That is dying again. Yeah, because those are not keeping up now that I have this automated and that pulling. Because, yeah, it's a recipe based on the arc furnace, so whatever you're smelting is how much it's going to cost power wise. And then this is a constant 100 watts as long as it's on with the way we programmed it. So yeah, that shouldn't get over, into obscene numbers for a while. What should I do now? Think. That's good. I guess I could do the flooring there. This would be 8 pieces. Oh, I don't think I can actually do the cutout one that has. Do this. Oh, that's copper in there. It's worth it. It's only 1 a piece, so it's. I'll still start with 7 though, just in case. Well, in case I remember. Ladder platforms. Yeah, I can't get that to rotate. So I don't know what the deal is with that. So we'll call it good with 7, and I'll just leave that off. Yeah. Yep, I don't know. I had that problem before, and it's not like this cube isn't that deep. Maybe I need to put it there, though. Oh no, because now it's stuck to there. I just don't know. To be, well, Yeah, I have no idea why that is. It needs to be flipped over, but it does not flip. There, now I've got my second floor. I can start getting my stuff lined up here. And I think it was in the last episode, maybe I was talking about the food production. I think I might end up doing a automated oven and packaging up here when I get to that point. Um, just because the automated oven, it'll and a table to hold the reagent processor so I can process it soybean oil. But yeah, it might be a while before I'm there. I mean, I anticipate it will be a while. I'll have to get nitrogen in there, which will come from. Oh yeah, it was glass I was looking for. I also need heavy cable. That's what I want to use the rest of that gold on. Oh wait, no. I didn't do a data disk yet. Do that. And then do a heavy cable. That way this could be all set up. Actually, before I do that, before I set that up, because at this point, this can all be set up. It's going to be, um, no problem, good to go. But as soon as I start programming that, I can't manually do this, which I am going to have to manually go ahead and turn this on because I realized this room, I put that glass in so I could put this vent on here, which was before this was vacuum. So this should have lots of lubricant in it at 300 degrees. So yeah, I need this vacuumed out. I'm just going to leave that glass off actually for now. And then I'll start laying out my cables there. I'm going to have a lot of heavy cables when that batch is done. So that'll be good. This up here right now is going to be to get it going outside, the solar panels. But we're going to be pulling in so much power after I put these up there. Even without having the batteries there, things are going to be charging so quick, it's going to be insane. I'm going to go with a couple more here. If I have 20 actually might not be enough, but it should be enough to get started. We'll see. What's not enough is how much gas I have, or how much oxygen I have, which I really should have checked before I did this because the room isn't completely empty yet. It's so close. I don't want to have to grab that vent and move it back here again. It's so close. Come on, come on. Very close, very close. Don't ever stand around. It's just not
Air tank low.
not good. I should have enough time to go ahead and print these out anyway and not worry about my air tank for a few seconds. Okay. Still not quite there. I do have a scrubber in there. I don't have any pollutant filters yet, but I'd rather not let it in there anyway. Even though it wouldn't be end of the world, as long as not a ton got in there, it wouldn't kill the plants. It would just depressurize, and there we go. Now that I have that, make sure this is still, yeah. I think I left this on. Yep, I did. Oh no. No! I just trapped myself in here. You've got to be kidding me. The sun just went down. Oh my gosh. Well, this is not good. I guess I'll just be playing in here for a bit. This sucks. This really sucks. Gosh, that was a dumb mistake. So I'm getting ready to put those solar panels out there. Just too focused on that. I'm really surprised these are still not popped yet. How about if I walk on them? Oh yeah. I didn't realize that you just had to walk on them to break them. That's great. I don't think you would have gotten, I don't think it would have done anything different. Maybe I always step on them. I don't know. I usually don't do anything with the eggs. In fact, it's definitely something that I usually remove from my loadouts when I do have start on a world that has them set up in there. Because I've never messed with the fertilizer stuff. I usually just do enough farming to meet my food needs with one person. It's especially if you're doing the canning stuff with the soups and stuff, you don't need much. I think probably three grow plots would have been enough. And then I never really had the oxygen problem, needing to generate the oxygen. Other than beyond just my food plants, which I've always had too much food. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, I've got power out there. That's all on that other APC. I don't know what indicator I have here. I guess this light will tell me when it's back on. Or can I see, do I still have that? I think I left that so it's still exhausting this. I'd rather not lose. Yeah. That's still out there running. That's what really puts me in the spot, because as soon as I open that up, it'll suck everything out of this airlock, so I can't just bring it all back in. Man. Don't worry, I'll cut all this out. At least I better. How incredibly annoying. Anyway, the gig's up. I'm no pro gamer here. I don't have the power to mess with that either. I was thinking maybe I could automate the recycler while I was sitting here. I mean, if I had power there, I'd be able to. But if I had power there, I'd be able to just vacuum out that airlock and leave. Oh, it's starting to get sunny out again. Just a bit longer here. Make sure that is off, because otherwise that'll just pump all the oxygen out of this room into that pipe. Which even that one length of pipe there, before it got to burst pressure, it would probably soak up enough air in here to, probably to kill off the mushrooms. Oh, look at all those glorious heavy cables. Do I not have any power yet? If I put the flat panels on these two frames facing that way towards the sunrise, that might. It'll definitely be something to add later on. I think the angled one should be picking up. Should be picking up here very soon. Those would pick up a little bit earlier, but well, once I have the battery, it's not going to be a problem. Come on, I can see the sunlight coming in. As soon as this light comes on, I'm going to go for it. I'll go out there directly and put on the extra solar panels, and we'll be. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to program that airlock on my way out, and then I'll put out the solar panels, and then yeah, I'll probably try to think if there's anything else I need to do outside. I don't think so. Really, the next thing I'm going to do outside is I'm going to have the furnace. I'll be setting it up. Just a really basic setup for it, but that's all I need. It's going to be, yeah, keep it real simple. And how? How do I still not have any light there? Look how bright it is out there. Where's my power at? Yeah, that's just 123 moles of O2. I'm not willing to lose that. How am I not producing power yet? It's gonna drive me nuts. There's no freaking way. None. Well, I'm gonna turn that off. And then that's not gonna turn off anything. I'll leave it on. If I turn it off, if it is currently smelting something, then the exhaust fan is going to be stuck in an on position even if the furnace is done. Still no power. I'm put my suit back on so I've been wasting more air. Son of a bitch. I realized I put that big battery in there. It's keeping this circuit drained. I'm just gonna make this mad dash over there. And hopefully I don't lose all my good stuff. Pull that out of there. Drop that in there. All the batteries were charging up except that one. Okay, now that's sucking all the air in here back into there, and this should all be, yeah. Okay. Probably should have just done that mad dash earlier. I have to keep a small battery in that one. Oh, there's still a little bit in here. Well, I didn't name the stuff, but that's fine. I've done this enough without a labeler that if you do it without a labeler, the first one you select is going to be, it's going to lock like that. So that one or this one here is not the right one. So we want to go with this one. Okay, that's the correct exterior one. And then it works, you know, there's only one gas sensor. That other one's going to be, you know, the interior. So that's going to leave the doors. It's a 50-50 chance here. So it's not that one, because you see it'll shows the right lock. So that's what I was looking for when I clicked this. So I didn't have to turn over there to see it. Okay, so that one locks, and that one locks. And then we're good to go. Well, I want to set this to 0 internal and 5 external. Even though it's more than 5 out there, I'm not concerned about that. It's just to speed it up. That first 5 actually takes long enough here, so. Okay, that's the orientation I want to put these all down in. And that's why, because I thought I had this one here set up angled towards the sunrise, but I had this one that was angled towards the afternoon sun. So that's why it took so long to get that. Okay, that should be all of the light cable out of the way. And I absolutely have enough heavy cable to get this job done here. Four-way there, and a straight one here. All right, now we are putting out, well, currently that's 300 from those, and then another 900 from these, basically. So that's enough to fill up our batteries. A great null reference exception. Anyway, we've got power now. We won't have to worry about additional solar panels ever. Once we get that battery, it's going to be all good. Okay, we're in here. Yeah. It's not as quick as I thought. Oh, it's because this is still going. I'm like, there's nothing really pulling power right now, so that should just be cranking away. Okay, 21 biomass. All right, now that we got the power going, we have this is kind of more of a something to do at night, I think. But okay, I got to think about it because I've got that light cable right there. Actually, you know what? Do a little bit 3D with this cabling. That battery should be like that, and then we're going to have one stacked on top of it. We've got the cables now, so might as well go ahead and play with it. As long as I can get things lined up. It's very difficult to float this in the air. Okay, and go up. Ooh, actually, no, I don't want that because I want to have it go ahead and come forward. See, this one here is going to be for the charge circuit. Yeah, because I'll just be able to do two corners there to loop that back down. If I can leave, well, I guess that won't really matter. One of the grow light scripts I like to use, you know, it's set it for dials, but that's not really needed, I guess, because we can program it out and just make them constants. Okay, so that should get probably keep this front one on. Ooh. That might... That'll be fine. Ooh. Yeah, I'll have to think about that because I'll have to reroute a couple things here. Maybe I'll move that light cable on the inside so it goes over one. We'll see if that interferes with the grow plots. I can do that stuff all from the inside anyway, I think. But yeah, get that sorted out. What was... What can we get going here? Let's go ahead and... Why not? That's all copper. Get one more, even if it's not a full stack. Okay, so we've got iron, copper. Let's go ahead and do that furnace. Wonder if I shouldn't just go ahead and move this whole setup forward one. Would have actually made it a whole lot easier to put down. No, there's a cable going there. Okay, so I can route that way, and then oh my gosh, okay. That means I can go ahead and route the output of the battery here. And then that last bit in there, it'll end up just swapping out this here, and I'll just replace that battery with a big one and have it up there horizontally. I'll have that cable going along the side there. But that, actually, no, I won't do that yet. I need, what does that one need? I think it needs 10 gold. Oh, 5 gold. I have 4. That's okay. I'll do 1 more gold, and then we'll just go ahead and do it. And need the iron in there too. Because now that it's going to be a limited window where I'm going to have just massive amount of charging potential.
Hydration critical.
So I might as well take advantage of it as much as I can. Maybe I'll put that back in there with, you know. I'll use it some point. Gotta go like that. Just stack these suckers in here. What do I have in the suit? 76, I'll go ahead and swap that one over. One sec. Okay, so I got that. That takes 5, 3, and 8. I don't think I even smelted me so here. Go ahead and do that, and I'll yeah. Go ahead and just get that out of the way so I don't have to think about it ever again. I do like that drinking fountain, but there's just not enough room in that in this setup here. Very tight corners, tight quarters, but those are almost ready. Temperature's coming up in here too. It's 28 already. You should be able to cycle the air before we even release all of this here. Actually, if I set this to 50, it shouldn't even leak out of there until we get under 50. If I come over here, drop that in there, go ahead and open this up first. Yeah, that tank shouldn't even do anything until the room temperature drops down to 50, and those mushrooms will be fine. As long as it's above 45, they'll still be thriving, I believe. So, and now we have a lot more oxygen in our tank than what we have been getting. I think it was getting down into the low 3s, so it'll at least last longer. Watching the room pressure. I'm just going to go until it hits about 50 or 6K, whichever one hits first. Yeah. That's enough in there. More than enough. I usually put the limit at 6,500 for those initial tanks. They'll hold more, but it's not really worth it. I haven't had one of those blow up normally, but I guess that was still high 30s. But anyway, we haven't used any more of this oxygen tank yet. It should be exactly where we left it at. Unfortunately, that also didn't cool down the room any.
Hangar caution.
But they were all full. We're all in it. Another set of seeds, and that'll be. What do we already have? 21, so that'll put us up to 30. I might 30, so that puts us at 120 steel. I might go ahead and do that. Just because the sooner I get the steel, the sooner I get the grow light. I can put switchergrass in here, which grows a lot quicker, like a whole lot quicker. And then at that point, it's going to be just, yeah, I should have no issue ever again with the biomass once that stuff grows, because it grows quick. I think it's a perennial, so it, or is that the right word? I think it, you don't have to seed it. I think it grows back each time on its own. So we're done with this for a long time. Stick that down here. Just gonna grab. I'll keep the labeler out here. Pump back into there. And looking good. And with that, it's been about, well, it's probably been close to an hour. And my dog, I don't know if that's coming through the mic or not. He's he's getting so whiny. There's nothing wrong with him. He's just a little needy boy. So I'll go, take him out for a bit, and then we'll continue back on in another episode. So we got power going. We got O2 tank filled, sorted out. We have a furnace on us. And maybe that's the first thing we'll do in the next episode is go ahead and set you up with, a couple active vents, and then, or an active vent rather, and then a release valve. And then that should be all we need for the basics of it. So, yeah. I mean, it's going to be a really simple setup for it. We're not going to worry about insulating it at all. It's going to be, it'll never cool down so much that it can't do solder. And it'll always have to be heated up anyway to even do electrum, I believe. I think that needs to be at 600. So, yeah, we're not going to be 600 naturally here. So, yeah, it'll be, is that right? What is it? Yeah, it needs to be at, do we hit 327? It might be in the peak of the day, but it'll be close. For some reason, I'm thinking that it's a little bit low on it. So, anyway, that's where I'm going to end this episode at, and we'll continue on later. Have a good one.